Hello and welcome back to another chapter in our Breaking Point 2 series. We're about to do chapter 3 today. I'm personally excited. It's always fun doing this. If you haven't checked out our My Team series yet, be sure to go over there, check that out. We'd definitely use your support on that one and any expertise you have. Just a young gun trying to find our way. Hungarian Grand Prix. Several weeks later, with over half of the 2022 season now in the books, and having endured more than their fair share of teething issues, Aiden Jackson and the team at Connorsport attempt to prove the doubters wrong and make a strong statement before heading into summer break.
Hey there, can you raise that lamp about 6 inches, right? Excellent. A butler should always look sharp. So.
At what point in the 22 season was it clear to you that the team was struggling?
Oh, right after the Hungarian GP. I may only be the money, but even to me it was obvious. The whole thing was a shambles.
Yet again, Connorsport's Jackson and Butler battling it out on track. It seems as
Hang
if
on
they...
2 seconds, Nats.
Okay, Devon, Aiden's lapping faster than you. I need you to let him pass, please. Devon, do you copy? Listen to me, I need you to let Aiden pass now.
Butler just completely blanking the order there. Seems like he didn't even acknowledge it.
Too true, but as you can see, no way through for Jackson. No way at all. This Connorsport rivalry is getting heated on the track here in Hungary.
Oh, we're in it already. Overtake Butler before lap 14.
Doing? Oh, come on, this is a joke.
Not been on this track yet, that's for sure. We're on lap 11. Oh, you don't have much time then.
And the gap behind us is 7.0 seconds.
Is this going to be the run we need to look for? Nope. Every bit of the track here. Thought about a dive going into there, but figured that's probably not the best idea. Dive down the inside of Butler, make the overtake, move up into P15. Finished in the top 8. Fastest lap. I didn't even see the bonus objective. Well, we better get a move on them. We got 3 cars bunched up. Ooh, and we almost lose it there. Oh, and we go a little too early into the turn there. It's Vettel has a look at Albon, but that's what it stays as. So we do go down the inside of Vettel. Have a little contact. Tried to leave him enough room there, but well, also give him a bit of a squeeze. Didn't want him to be comfortable through the corner. Now we're in P14, looking at Albon for P13. We can't stay behind him too long if we're gonna find our way up to P8. Have a little peak. It's not there. Have a little bump on Albon as we try to push him through the corner. So we're gonna have DRS. We just try to have a nice corner here. We have a better launch in Albon. We go around, get the pass fairly easy with DRS. Now we move on to try to track down Ocon. We're catching up to the back of Ocon now. Not as fast as we would have liked to. We make contact. I don't think we broke anything. I didn't see anything go flying. So we're getting really desperate to try and find a spot to go around Ocon. We're going to have DRS, but he is well, so this might be a challenge. But we do get a better launch out of the corner, going onto the straight. He squeezes us to the inside. Go around. We're going to late brake to try and get Ricardo 2 to make this a 2-1 going into the first corner. And we move on, as we're now in P11, but we have a long way to go before we see Alonso. He's 2.5 seconds up the road, and we are on lap 15 of 18. So we gotta start pumping in good laps. So now on the back of Alonso, we're gonna make the dive down the inside. We're now into P10. At least a point on the board. We're not having a good last corner here. I don't think we're getting the fastest lap this lap because of that. Oh, but we still found a way. We're now the fastest lap. Leclerc's coming out of the pits. So we're going to have a battle. I think we got just enough to stay in front, though. Then we look for Magnussen.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
This is looking doable as we're now catching the back of Magnussen here. And down an extra gear just to make sure we slip down. Didn't want to hit him. Had enough close calls.
Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on a soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
Diving in the inside of Magnussen, slight contact, go slow out of the corner. That lets Norris pull away a little bit more. But we stick the move on Magnussen, move into 8th place, and now we're looking for more. We have closed up on Norris a lot on that straight there. Oh, and we contacted, we couldn't get off the back of him fast enough. We get a warning, but we push him wide. We get the position. We're going to move up the road. We get a while before we see Bottas. I don't know if we'll make it, but we're going to push our butt off and try and get there. We're going to our Bottas off. Ha ha ha. That's a bad one, I'll admit it. So now, within a second of Bottas, we did have a wobble. We're still close enough. We're going to get DRS on the straight. We can use it to catch up. Maybe find that slipstream. We can pull off a dive down the inside. I don't think we're close enough. Oh, we could have made a stick. But We got more here, so we'll just do it now. As we go flying past the fin. I don't think we'll catch signs. We're on the last lap of the P6. Nothing to stop that.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.2 seconds.
We crossed the finish line, finished P6, so we
Okay,
complete our
pick
main
up
objective
rubber,
as
Rio.
well as our bonus objective, so we did get that fastest lap. So, can't be mad at
who
me.
else out there deserves a mention today?
Well, I feel like there are a couple, but let's start with Aiden Jackson.
Couldn't agree more. Jackson had a brilliant race, didn't he?
Yeah, we know Connor Sport have struggled all season. Jackson's done really well today, and that's in spite of the problems with his own teammate.
Even before they became teammates, these two had their fair share of run-ins. It's a fascinating rivalry. You can't take your eyes off it for one moment. But nonetheless, some much-needed points today for Connor Sport. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Well, a good race out there again today, Aiden, but what we do all want to know, what exactly happened with Devon? It sounded like he completely ignored a direct team order.
Well, as much as I want to say he was out of order, but what do you expect? I think we go with no idea. That's for Devon to answer. Because really, I don't know what he was thinking.
I've no clue about that, Natalie. We're completely different strategies. That'd be for Devon to answer. I'm just focused on what I need to do.
Well, he did certainly seem to cause you some trouble out there today, and after that and what happened in Canada, what would you say to those wondering if the old Jackson-Butler rivalry is well and truly back?
Well, I think we go with this one on the bottom and say I think the press takes the rivalry more serious than we do. As we play the PR game and try to, play it off and take some of the drama and try to keep it away from the team,
I think the press takes this rivalry more seriously than we do. We're bound to get in each other's way. We get a bit annoyed here and there, but neither of us really bears a grudge. Whatever happens, we move on and we focus on the next race.
So issues with Devon aside, how do you feel it went out there today? Do you think the team will be pleased with your performance?
I think we go with I could have pushed it harder. We take that extra question we get from that extra level. Although I kind of am debating whether we say the good result, but there's always room for improvement. I feel like this one is just a better way to say it.
Could I have pushed it harder? Probably. It was a good enough result, but, with the past issues of the car, I feel maybe we held back a little bit. I'll definitely be putting in the work for the next race weekend, for sure.
So you mentioned the car there. In that regard, Connor Sport's not had the easiest of times so far this season. Has that all been sorted? Are those reliability concerns well and truly behind you?
Well, I think we heard in the way that we answered the last question, so we're not confident in the car and that there's pace left on the table because we just weren't quite sure what the car had. I think we go with the no problems today. I'm confident the team have it all in hand.
Well, yeah, there was no issues this race, so things are definitely looking up in that regard. I'm confident the team have got it in hand, and today proved it. There's always room for improvement, but little by little, step by step.
That's great, thank you.
Hungarian Grand Prix post-race. Despite Devon's lack of cooperation during the race, Aiden still manages to get past his Connor Sport teammate and secure points for the team at the Hungarian. Secure points for the team at the Hungarian. Yikes.
Okay, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Devon, you had a problem with a team order today?
Didn't happen.
What?
Look, I know everyone's saying I ignored it, but it didn't happen. I never got the order. Check the comms.
Shoddy workman always blames his tools, eh?
Check the comms.
Okay, we checked the communication pipeline. Fix it. This cannot happen again.
Typical.
Aiden, listen.
What's the point?
It's just Devon being Devon.
And what? That makes it okay? He's an arrogant...
No, you're right to call him out. But imagine if we didn't give him certain freedoms. He'd be even harder to manage. As his father, I know. Aiden, you're the best driver that we have. And it's right for you to put Devon in his place. He needs it. The team needs it.
Thanks. Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me. I think...
Honestly, we don't deserve you. And I know that you've been discussed at other teams. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Sure. I'm sorry if I've spoken out of turn. About Devon.
Not at all. You know the best way to keep Devon in his place?
What's that?
Beat him.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Well, no time to really process what just happened there, as we are now faced with some stuff with Andreo here. But, you know, before we get into it, I'm just going to take this time, because I've been kind of confused on how I feel about Davidoff, but I can't really hate him after that. He seemed like, you know, a fairly decent guy. Could be an act, but at least as of right now, can't say it's really fair for us to hate him. Especially not to the degree that we hate Devon, because he's just wild. But anyways, let's get into this event here. A Star is Born. Countersport have been contacted by a film production company. They're currently in the pre-production phase for the latest installment in the ever-popular Throttle Zone movie franchise and want to offer a cameo role to one of our drivers. They're also keen to use Countersport branding within the picture, and it would be an excellent opportunity to help put the team on the map. Question is, which driver should represent Countersport in the movie? Aiden would be an excellent ambassador for the team. It's clear that he's been feeling a little underappreciated of late, so it could serve as an ego boost he needs. If you pick Devon, Davidoff has made it clear to me that he's keen for Devon to represent the team here. Besides, I would never hear the end of it from Devon if I offered it to Aiden. Well, frankly, I think with Devon's antics, he just straight up doesn't deserve it. Like, if I'm looking at it from Andreo and not being influenced by outside sources like Davidoff and whatever else, if we're looking at, like, performance-based and, like, attitude and antics, Devon doesn't deserve it. However, I don't want to decline it. I think I agree with the statement here. I think Aiden would be a good ambassador. I think he could use a little bit of that boost, you know? Make him feel appreciated. So I think we're going to go with Aiden. He said, what? When challenged by the press about disregarding the team order during today's race, Devon went public with the comms issue. We're now being pressured for a statement. What's our response? We don't want to create any unnecessary controversy. We'll protect Devon for now and confirm it was an issue with the comms. He can't go around making those claims. State there's no issue with the comms. Actually keep Devon in his place. And then there's cautious. Say we still don't know ourselves. Let's be open and state that we're running tests and look into it. Well, As far as we know, we actually aren't sure if he had a comms issue. It hasn't been confirmed with us. So I think we take this cautious approach because, in my eyes, really that's the truth. We don't know. Haven't got the official word yet. So Devin's overpromised. The team building days back at the factory went ahead as planned, and we received some really positive feedback from those in attendance. We noted there was some disappointed grumblings online about the fact that Devin's promised tour never went ahead, but they are dying down now. Well, it doesn't sound like the backlash was too bad from that end. We have a reputation level 3 and performance level 4 now, as we head into the news and expect a phone call. There it is. From Davidov.
Davidov.
So, I had a word with Aiden.
And?
Nothing to worry about. Don't think there'll be any more problems.
What did you say?
Doesn't matter. We level with each other. Just leave Aiden to me from now on.
And, what about Devon?
What about Devon?
We both know it wasn't the comms, right?
Andrea, listen. Devon may push his luck from time to time, but I won't have his integrity questioned. If he says it was the comms, then you know what to do. Yes?
Right. Sure. I'll have them checked again.
See that you do.
Well, we had just took a few moments to talk about how, you know what, I think we'll give Davidoff the benefit of the doubt. And then we get to the end of that phone call, and I knew I had some weird suspicions on this guy. Like father, like son. He says Davidoff is just a little bit more crafty or sneaky with it, I guess. But definitely sounds like it wasn't a comms issue, which doesn't surprise me at all. We come to our emails now. We got Phil Paget, Andrea. We've checked, double checked, triple checked the comms as requested. 0 problems or faults every single time. Even when we've tried to cause a fault to replicate what could have happened during the race, they've come back perfect. Happy to send across a full technical report or even give you a physical demo if you want to pop down. But between us, I think the problem may lie with the driver. Let us know if you want us to keep going or if we can draw the line under it. Well, yeah, basically confirmed right there. It's a driver issue. Now we got Linda Clifton. Andy, that's no problem at all. There's no issue with the flight. We've already rebooked it. Business class, same as before. The only problem is the hotel. With Antonio coming out earlier, they haven't gotten a room for the extra 3 days, so I've booked him in at the Lancaster. It's only a couple of streets away from where you're all staying, but it's definite upgrade. Really hope he likes it. I'm also really curious to find out why he wanted to fly out early. Has he told you anything further? Or has it still been left as, I have some news? Well, there we have it. That is going to be the end of Chapter 3. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end and made it this far. I appreciate it so much. And if you did, I'm sure that means you liked it because you stayed to the end. So make sure you hit that like button. Lets me know you liked it. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button with that little bell notification so you can stay tuned for the future chapters, and as well as our My Team episodes, as we're trying to build from the worst car on the grid up to a championship. And it's been a bit of a rocky start in that, I'll admit, but I'll leave it there. I'll let you go catch up if you haven't already. But again, just thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.
3, 2, 1.